So guys, welcome to week 13. Can you believe that? Week 13 of 2017 in our training. And it's always such a blessing for me when I see all these faces and I think, oh my gosh, I wonder how Ingrid's doing, and I wonder how, Becca's doing, and oh, there's Vanessa. It's so nice to see you. And it's just always so awesome. So thanks for coming on. Not only do we believe that you'll learn something when you come on every week, but you do that also because you encourage teammates. And, when they see you on there, they feel great. And it really is a team effort. So thanks for coming on. I'm going to share some announcements with you, and then I'm going to go over and share to you guys what we talk about when we do presentations, and just highlight the kind of important things with the different people you speak to, what you should say. But firstly, I want to say something else to you, and that is that we've got an incredible lady on here tonight. I see she may have left her little spot, so I may wait a bit for her to come back. But before I go there, I want to say to you, one of the key characteristics of a leader is that you know your weaknesses. So we all have them. Believe me, we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. And we are never to focus on our weaknesses. But as a leader, it's really important to know what they are. For instance, if a weakness for you is a certain TV show that's going to come on, and it's going to distract you, and you're going to want to go watch it, then make sure you put measures in place to help you overcome that weakness. If a weakness for you is talking to people, then use something like a three-way call where you can ask your sponsor or one of the upline, one of the other people, to help you speak to that person so that you can learn. Because if you don't identify your weaknesses, what happens is they become excuses. Okay, they become excuses, and then they become a part of why we don't actually pursue and build our business. So I want to challenge you and say, in this week, write down 5 weaknesses that you have, and make sure you have like little flag poles in place, so that when something pops up that I know that's a weakness of mine, and I'm not going to allow it to win. Okay, so for me, it's chocolate. So surely I need to make sure when we buy groceries, I don't buy chocolate. Okay, like that's a weakness. So I've got to just skip the confectionery aisle and move to the next one. But I'm laughing and we're joking, but really it is incredible when you see the power in this, when you know what your weaknesses are, and that you put measures in place to stop yourself from succumbing to those weaknesses time after time. Because it's pretty much like going around the same old mountain over and over, and you want to try and avoid that and move up to the next level of that mountain, right? So that's just a challenge for you. Guys, I'm going to share a beautiful lady with you in a second. Her name is Bev Flynn. She's from the Gold Coast, I believe, Gold Coast, Brisbane, somewhere there. And Bev today had a catch-up meeting or a follow-up appointment with her doctor. And her doctor spoke some amazing words over her. So I want her to share with you guys what was told. Bev, I've just unmuted you, love you. So please share with the team the appointment, what it was about, and what your doctor said.
Okay, hi everyone. It'll only take a couple of minutes, but I've been on Protandim about 3 months, and my partner, who's had all of his stomach and gut reconstructed, has been on it for about 2 months, and he's on 7 very, very toxic drugs. So he's now off 5 of them, and he's only on 2 which are not so toxic. Anyway, I was talking, my levels on my thyroid had come down very, very low. And I told her I'm not taking my statins anymore for my high cholesterol. And she said, well, are you still taking that pill? And I said, yes, I am. So she said, okay, well, give me some information. So I pulled this out of my handbag, And she read the ingredients and she goes, and Dr. Manisha, she is Indian. I just adore her. She's lovely. I only go once every 12 months, but I love her. And then she goes, oh my God, you've got ash, whatever it's called, you've got turmeric, and you've got whatever this one is, Bacopa, something or other. And she said, Bev, in India, we have that in our diet 3 meals a day. And she said, when I was growing up, and I don't know how long she's been here, but she said, we have those products in our diets for 3 meals a day. So, because I'd said to her, can it, stop people from getting cancer? And she said to me, Bev, yes, it can stop people from getting cancer. So she said, get everyone you know on it, keep taking it. And she said, you're looking fabulous. So there you go. I was just blown away.
How awesome is that? Now, guys, as you know, we can never claim to cure, prevent, heal, or mitigate any disease, right? But when you've got a doctor, and this is not the first one, this is probably the 4th or 5th doctor I've heard say that Protandim is certainly a preventative, and we're not allowed to claim that, but certainly it has what you need to prevent cancer. So I'm excited about that. I just love hearing it from the doctor who has no interest in it. She's got no connection to it, no tie, no financial gain by saying that. But she's just happy to give you the dead honest opinion. So those 3 ingredients is turmeric, ashwagandha, and bacopa. And you're going to learn a little bit more about them tonight. So guys, I'm going to share my screen and let's head straight into some announcements for tonight. So welcome, guys. The first announcement is this, is we got 5 days to go to get Pro 3 or Pro 5 to earn those extra cash bonuses. So not long to go. In fact, there's 4 days from tomorrow. Guys, if you short a little bit of points, just go for it. $500 to get a Pro 3, $1,000 to get a Pro 5. That's some super cool cash. So give it all you have. The next reminder is on a Wednesday night. We're in week 3, on Wednesday night of our compensation plan. It's been really cool. It's been interesting. I've had some really good questions. In fact, I had a question that I had to go research. I couldn't even give the answer, and I love that. So hop on there. I will tell you that if you cannot sit down with somebody and explain to them the compensation plan, you should be on this training, because the training allows you to ask questions. And, I will explain the same thing 100 times if I need to. That's no problem. So if you don't know the comp plan or a part of it, please hop on there and learn. Guys, then a reminder is if you're gunning for Pro 5, so our next Pro 5 summit or next Pro 5 incentive finishes the end of May. So if you're going for that, you need to be Pro 5 for 2 months to qualify for the summit, which takes place in August, and I'm pretty sure it'll be in Utah. So this is such a cool incentive because you get to meet Pro 10s, Darren Jensen, Justin Rose, all the top guys in our business. You get to speak to them. You get to introduce yourself. You even get to take them some Tim Tams, which is what we did the last one. So please, guys, go for Pro 5. There's 2 key levels in our business. The first one is Pro 3. You want to make Pro 3 as quickly as you can. Why? Because of 2 reasons. The first is the full compensation plan opens up to you. The second, you will earn at least $500 a month in residual income. And that's a pretty good extra bit of money. So Pro 3, first thing you should focus for. Pro 5 is our first recognized business level. So after Pro 3, don't stop and take it easy. Just go for Pro 5. Get there as quickly as you can, because, guys, that's really when the magic starts happening in our business. And again, I want to say to you, if you need any kind of help with whatever in your business, setting goals, learning how to speak to people, whatever it is, please reach out. There's a number of us that are very happy to help you and work closely with you. Even if it means you need a couple of weeks of one-on-one coaching, an hour a week, for 4 weeks or so, we're happy to help you. So please reach out. Guys, then reminder, it's month end, so make sure you do your placements. Make sure you got 200 PV. If you're new and you're not sure how to do those placements, please reach out up to your sponsor or come further up and we can help you with that. Make sure your PV is 200. Okay, so that's a minimum order of your own of 40 points. Plus you can have 160 points from your customers that have ordered this month. And again, guys, make sure if you're chasing the matching bonus, so if you've got a couple of key people that are earning residual, you want to make sure you're going to earn the 10% or 5% of their commission as well. So if you pay 3 and above and you're chasing the matching bonus, make sure you've enrolled 100 PV in new enrollments. Otherwise, you won't earn that commission. And yeah, you got 4 days now to rank to the next rank. So good luck on closing a big March, and shout if you need any help. So that's me, and I'm going to head straight on to training, guys. So tonight, I want to give you a snapshot of what you need to present to somebody when you're having a one-on-one coffee, when you're doing a home presentation, when you do a bigger meeting, any kind of presentation where somebody says to you, tell me more about your product, or tell me more about what you do. And of course, guys, always the key thing is to remember that 97% of why people join you is the confidence that you portray, the excitement that you portray. It's not about the words that you speak. It's more about your body language. How much you believe in what you're telling them to do. How much you are doing in what you're telling them to do. That is essential. So 3% only is your words. So please don't get hung up on, I've got to learn all this stuff, it's a formula. No, guys, when you just speak from your heart and you only remember 3 out of the 5 things or out of the 10 things, that's okay. But speak from your heart, speak with excitement. You're not going to ever get anybody over the line when you're talking like this. No, you want to always smile. You know, one of my coaches, the biggest thing he ever taught me was when you speak, smile. Because people can hear the smile in your voice. So even when I'm on the phone and they can't even see me, I am now in such a habit of smiling because I know it changes what I'm presenting to them. So first and foremost, always make sure that your body language, your excitement, your belief, your confidence is portrayed the way it should be. Secondly is know the person you're speaking to. Know a bit about them. So for instance, guys, if you're speaking to a network marketer, there's certain things you're going to reiterate a lot more than if you were speaking to a mum. Okay, so you've got to adapt your presentation slightly. If you're sitting with a whole, lounge full of people, you want to know how many of them are interested just in the product or how many of them are open to a business opportunity. Because if they're all just there for the product and you take 5 minutes on the product and 40 minutes on the business, you've lost them all. Okay, so always make sure that you know a little bit about your audience and then adapt your presentation to suit. So guys, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, and I think this is still in the back office, but there is a document which is called, I don't know what it's called, it doesn't have a heading, but it is basically the 6 steps of what our blueprint says is important to share with people. And I agree with the blueprint. I love these 6 steps. So if there's somebody who wants to know everything about what we do, you want to make sure you cover these 6 steps. However, if somebody just wants to know about the compensation plan, well then just tell them about the comp plan. Don't tell them too much other stuff, because generally what happens is we are excited about it and we just verbal vomit all over people and they just think, oh, I'm out of here, that's too much information. So be selective with what you share. So let's have a look at each one of them. So with a company, now, there's certain things that are really important for a network marketer. For instance, for a network marketer or a business person, an entrepreneur or somebody who's been in their own business, to say to them that LifeVantage is a publicly traded company, that there's 1,800 registered network marketing companies and only 24 are publicly traded. That means a lot, because it means there's more security. It means that it's not a pa and ma show and they can't like overnight shut the business down. And you may think, oh, that can't happen, but it can happen, guys. There was, Cortland told us about a big company last year that was the husband, well, I don't know, there was something happened between hubby and wife. They ended up getting divorced and the whole company folded. So when you have a publicly traded company, it is ruled by rules and regulations. There's different laws they've got to stick to. It gets audited. It is a lot more secure. So when I first found out it's a publicly traded company, I was like, wow, that's awesome. So tick number one is like, yeah, I love that. The next thing is you want to know that you're not just another company. You're not just another skincare or another protein shake. No, we are not. We are the leaders in nutrigenomics. And nutrigenomics is basically the study of how nutrition affects our genes. We are number 63 in the top network marketing companies with a DSA. And we are AAA rated. Now, guys, to get a AAA rating is the highest rating you can get. It's the highest security rating you can get on a company. So once again, saying to somebody, you know, we're AAA rated and we are a leader in this industry does carry a lot of weight. The third thing that I like to say is that, you know what, our stock in Utah at the last session was rated number 1, and it's number 5 in the USA, and that's pretty strong as well. It's a 13-year-old company. It started in retail sales and changed to network marketing in 2009. At the moment, our annual sales is 200 million, and we're aiming for $1 billion in the next 3 years. It's a global business, but we're only in 10 countries. So the growth of this business, the growth potential is phenomenal. And later on, you'll understand why I say that the potential is so important. You know, to be in a company that still has a lot of growth to undergo, it is very important in network marketing. So our vision as a company is not to make $1 billion in sales. No, our vision is to help 1 million people create one story at a time using nutrigenomics. So using our products that can help the genes with the nutrition we feed it. The mission is to become the world's leading authority in nutrigenomics within the new economy. And the new economy basically just means, you know, the kind of economy that's happening at the moment, which is there's a trend more to home business. There's a trend to take a product and connect it to somebody who can sell it, like a distributor, connect the product to the end user and using a distributor to sell it. So that's what we're heading for. And then our flagship product has over 80% retention. So for me, as a network marketer, when I looked at this company, the key things that stood out, my number one question was, what is the retention rate on your product? Okay, number one question. Number two was, is it affordable? Number three was, is this company publicly listed or not? And, you know, for me, I wasn't that concerned about the nutrigenomics thing because I didn't really know anything about it, but I was concerned about, what is this product? Is it unique? Is it natural? Is it affordable? And does it have a high retention? So when you're speaking to just a mum who wants to set up a business from home, you're not going to go into all this detail because you're probably going to frustrate her and lose her. But you're going to say stuff like, you know, this company is publicly listed, which makes it really secure. Mums also want to know that. They want to know that what you offer is unique and there's nothing else like it in the market. But you may not want to go into all the shares and all that because that's really a business mind that wants to know all that stuff. The second thing we talk about is timing. Now, timing, guys, is essential. And people that'll tell you timing doesn't matter is only because they don't have it. That's full stop. Any network marketer that says to you timing doesn't matter, they just don't have it and they don't know what they're talking about. Timing is essential. And there's 3 stages in timing. The first stage is formulation, and that's what we're still in Australia. So formulation is getting the foundations right, getting your logistical stuff set up, getting product into the country, establishing a foundational distribution network, all that stuff, that is just part of formulation. Number 2 is momentum. So if you look at the graph, formulation will be pretty straight line, maybe a slight little curve, and then suddenly you'll just see the graph shoot right up, and that's momentum. Now, we have the saying in network marketing, you want to get in before the M, and momentum is, of course, the M. And of course, guys, when you get in before momentum, what does happen is you start building a foundational business. So you get some distributors in your team, and suddenly momentum kicks in, and momentum helps your business grow 20 times faster than what it would if you didn't have momentum. So in other words, you work 20 times less. And you can literally go, within a couple of months, you can quadruple and even more your business size. So the next stage in any network marketing company is stabilization. So normally what happens is you have the upwards curve, and then it actually drops back a little bit and then finds a level at where the sales will stabilize. Now, I can tell you, because I've been in the companies that, for instance, Isogenics and Genes, I believe are both at the stabilization level, because I've been in both of them when they hit momentum. Both of them, I saw that sales drop back and actually level out. So in my opinion, I believe they both in the stabilization timing zone. So the best model is to start before momentum so that you can grow with momentum. It just propels your business. And LifeVantage, if you look at the information they put out, they say timing is everything, because it really does propel your business. So timing is perfect now in this company for global expansion. Today I had a mum here. The girls, my girls had a new lady that they've just enrolled, and she's a young mum with a little baby. And I was explaining timing to her, and it's such a crucial thing, because she got it, and she understood that. If you use, like with a mum, if you're talking to a mum, you'll say something like, can you imagine if you got in with Apple when Steve Jobs was going around looking for investors? Imagine if you got in then. Imagine what your life would look like now. Well, that's what timing means, is getting in before it really gets to the market and it explodes. So, guys, using common, businesses that we all know about as an example is a really, really good thing when you're explaining it to people. 99.7% people in Australia have never been told about LifeVantage or ProTandem. So irrespective of whether you're speaking to a business person or to a mum, that is something you always say, is that, we've hardly touched the surface. Like 99.7% people have never even heard about our product. And we do believe this product is going to become a household name. And the other thing, guys, that I love to say with this is that ProTandem is not a niche product. It's a product that can be taken by people from the age of 4 and up to any age. So again, with regards to the opportunity we have, it's just enormous. So pretty much in timing, those are the things you talk about. And then number 3 is trends. Now, again, guys, you want to make sure any kind of business person that's looking for an opportunity, they want to know that the trend that they're getting involved with is a new, fresh trend. They don't want to get involved with stuff that's been around for donkey's years and, sort of going out. No, they want to know that it's something new that's going to be long-lasting. And when you look at the whole medical world now, everything I'm reading is about activation. How can we go away from feeding the body supplements, feeding the body drugs? How can we move that to activating the body to do what it's meant to do, to heal itself? And of course, a lot of that is natural herbal products. So we are at the forefront of this trend. How exciting. Now, any business you start, you always want to be at the forefront. And the health trend at the moment is activation, as I've mentioned. Massive trend worldwide to work from home as well. So that's another trend. If you look at the statistics, it says that by 2020, 40% of all adults will be working from home. That is enormous. 40% of adults. So, you know, when you speak to somebody, you can mention that. Anybody gets that statistic. Anybody can see that. Look how many companies are closing in Australia. Look how many stores, even retail stores, are letting people go. You know, I looked the other day, I just did a quick Google. I was stunned at how many companies are closing their doors. And where are those people going to get work? They got to work from home. They need this trend that we are all in. We are so blessed to be in this and not have to wait until 2020 to find it. You know, by 2020, guys, we're all going to be well set up. So awesome, awesome to be in this now. And, you know, the new economy, as I mentioned before, what that means is you take a need or a product or a service like Uber with the taxis, you find somebody who needs a ride and you put them together. And that's what we do. And that's called the new economy in business. So amazing opportunity when we look at the trend in the world, not just in the product development of what we have, but also in working from home. And more mums do not want to go back to work and leave their babies. So phenomenal opportunity. So now we come to the longest one, is product. So guys, Protandim, of course, you know, reduces oxidative stress, okay? So oxidative stress is linked to 250 diseases and illnesses such as cancer, and the list goes on and on. And what Protandim does is it reduces the oxidative stress and it maintains a healthy digestive function. It reduces effects of mild anxiety and nervous tension and improves the body's general well-being. So you may think, I've never seen that claim before, but actually it's on this document. So I saw that for the first time today. And I thought, man, I'm going to write that down, because a lot of people struggle with digestive issues. Okay, a lot of people struggle with gut issues. And guys, if you don't have a healthy gut, you'll be sick. Finished, full stop. It reduces effects of mild anxiety, is what it says, and nervous tension. And that's, of course, you know, anxiety is nervous tension, and improves the body's general well-being. There's 12 patents on it. It's scientifically proven, and it's got 23 peer-reviewed studies. So, guys, again, as you see these slides, I hope you've made copies. If not, I can post them for you. But pick out of these things what you feel your audience need to hear. Okay, sometimes they need to hear it all. But other times you want to just be a little bit more selective and not bombard them with too much information. So I'll just mention to you, so if somebody says to you, so what is oxidative stress? I've never heard of that. Well, oxidative stress basically means there's more free radicals in your body than what there's antioxidants. Now, a free radical is caused by toxicity. So it is the stuff we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, everything we touch. When you put hairspray on your hair, when you use deodorant, even most of our shampoos, just about everything is toxic. And that stuff has to go into our body because we're putting it on our skin, and our skin is the biggest organ in our body, right? So it goes into our cells and it forms what we call free radicals. So it actually breaks a bit of the cell off, and then a free radical is this little thing that just runs and bounces off your other cells, which actually cause damage to the cells. The only way to get rid of them is to give your body an antioxidant, and it neutralizes that free radical. And if you have, so if you're not on Protandim, the only other way people think they can feed the body antioxidants is a supplement or food, and we're going to get to that in a sec. But you can never give it enough to neutralize all those free radicals. So naturally it's going to cause damage. And that's why oxidative stress is linked to over 250 diseases and illnesses. It really is at the forefront of every single thing. So that, in a nutshell, explains oxidative stress. So guys, then I go on to, depending again on the audience, describing the ingredients. Some people really want to know, and I find the ingredients and just giving a snippet of what they each do actually gives the person a really good picture of what this Protandim is. So I really like to go into the ingredients, and I'll say green tea, it's a really strong antioxidant, and it increases your metabolism and helps with weight management. Just that. So if in the next week you just do one thing and you learn what these 5 ingredients do, That is going to help you so much. And it's short little summaries. Bacopa is great for memory, for the brain. So it helps with memory, it helps with learning, and it helps with concentration. Ashwagandha, and I call it, and G often says this too, we call it hashwagandha for like the happy drug. It increases energy levels, guys. It's great for anti-stress and antioxidant properties. Milk thistle, if you walked into any health shop and you said, I need to cleanse my liver, they're going to give you milk thistle because it is known to support liver function and the digestive system. And of course, we all know turmeric. Turmeric is great for inflammation. Turmeric actually also reduces cholesterol. It's got some great benefits in the body. And so the three ingredients Bev spoke about before that a doctor mentioned that they use, every day, and then also for 3 meals a day is bacopa, ashwagandha, and turmeric. So guys, the synergy and the formula of how these products are put together makes each ingredient 1,800 times more effective than if it was taken on their own. So if somebody says to you, I'm just going to take a teaspoon of turmeric every day and it's going to sort me out. No, it's not. Okay, it's the formula and the synergy of how these are put together that makes it effective. Now, sometimes you'll get this, and I always mention this in my presentations because I know there's somebody sitting there thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to eat clean. You always have them. They think, I'm just going to eat clean and I'm going to be good. But actually, you're not, because taking antioxidant supplements or eating antioxidant-rich food is not an answer to reduce oxidative stress. It'll reduce a little bit, but you cannot eat enough antioxidants because let me tell you this, at any one time, there's 73 trillion free radicals in our body, okay? When you eat a bowl of blueberries, you're getting 6,500 antioxidants. You got to eat a lot of blueberries to neutralize those free radicals. So it's not going to happen. And one of the statistics we use is that you need to eat 270, it's actually 375, I think, oranges a day, every single day for the rest of your life to get enough antioxidants in a day. It's not going to happen. So Protandim produces 1 million antioxidants per second per enzyme. Okay, so guys, that is believing that you can eat enough antioxidants is like believing you can extinguish a whole house fire using a little Dixie cup of water. But when you take Protandim, it's like putting a massive big fire hose into every single room of that house and extinguishing that fire. That's a great analogy that I use as well when I present, because people can see that. They like create a picture in their mind of this house that's on fire, and you can even dramatize it and say, last week there was this house on fire on the news, and you could just see these flames everywhere. Well, imagine that's your body with the 73 trillion free radicals in your body. And imagine you just took a little Dixie cup of water and you chucked it on that fire, and you thought it's going to extinguish it. Well, it's not. But when you take one Protandim in the day, it does this. So, it paints a picture. Always remember that stories sell, but facts tell. So always build in stories when you present, even if it's a testimony of somebody. Build in stories because it makes it interesting and it takes that real old monotony out of a presentation. So guys, on tru-science, it's $227 including GST for the products, and it lasts roughly 3 months. So normally, actually, I'll say that right at the end. So I'll start off saying it's a 4-part system. It's not just an exfoliator or a lotion, but it's a cleanser, an eye cream, a toner, and a beautiful moisturizer. So our perfecting lotion is actually a toner, and it smells really, really good. It's a level 5 skincare, and it's all natural, and that's the highest quality of skincare that you can get. It's got no sulfates, parabens, formaldehydes, GMOs, petroleum, mineral oil, or artificial colors. So normally I'll just mention a little bit about tru-science. I don't actually go into it as long as I do with Protandim. But of course we know that this is an amazing product as well. So then we get to the compensation plan. Now, I'm really careful when it comes to the comp plan because I feel like a lot of new people that you present to, they don't know what a Pro 1 is. They don't know what ranks are. A lot of the language that we use when we present the compensation plan to them sounds like Greek, right? They don't know what it is. So you want to communicate at a level that people can just get the basis of how they can get paid. And, you know, is it a little bit? Is it a lot? Can they earn what they want? Or, you know, is it limited? So the first thing I do like to say is that we are paid on a unilevel structure. So we have the ability to earn residual income on every sale in our business. Okay, and that's the, at the end of the day, we all do this business for residual income. And to say to any network marketer that you have the ability in this business to earn a commission on every single sale that happens in your downline to infinity, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So always make sure you mention that. And another thing that I love saying is that we love customers. You know, over 80% of the company's sales are customers who reorder. For a network marketer, any kind of business person, you want to hear those words. You want to hear customers will stay on and they're going to reorder your product. And then in terms of the compensation, we earn 9 different ways. We get paid 9 different ways. And LifeVantage, because it's a publicly traded company, have to declare the commission that's paid out to distributors annually. And so we see the statement and we can pretty much follow on there what we should be earning at the different ranks. So it's not a airy-fairy pie in the sky, hope you're going to earn it. No, it's proof. This is what people between the rank of Pro 1 earned, you know, minimum, average, high. This is at Pro 2, minimum, average, high. So it's a dead set reveal, really, of what people were paid. The other thing I loved as a network marketer, I was looking for this, is that I wanted to make sure that there was fast money up front. So I could earn decent, quick commission up front, like weekly, but that the residual end was really strong. I did never, ever want to be in a binary again. So a binary is 2 legs. And what it means is you've got to have so many points on one leg and so many points on another leg to earn some money. And what tends to happen, and does happen with these binaries, is that you have one leg that's really strong, the other leg has no points. So, you know, 500,000 points can run through your business and you earn diddly squat, nothing, 0 on it. And I'm glad we're away from that compensation plan. So residual end is really strong and you can earn what you set yourself to earn. So there's no limits. You can earn 500 a month if that's what's going to get your family out of trouble and into a good place. But you can also earn 50,000 a month if that's what you want to earn. So there's no limits, there's no boundaries. It's really up to you. Then I'd like to just mention how you can get started, because people are sitting there thinking, well, you know, the company sounds great, timing and trends are great, I like what I see about the product, but what do I do? How do I start? So basically, as a customer, you just got to buy a product. We don't charge you a membership fee. And, you know, guys, I'm saying this because this is what I would say in a presentation, is I would say we don't charge you a membership fee. We actually give you the product at a wholesale price, which is cheaper than what you're going to get it anywhere else. And it's $67 delivered to your door. tru-science is actually it's $240 delivered to your door. And we even have an amazing system for our customers where if you find mum or dad or your sister or best friend actually want to try the product, we will give you 25% commission on their orders as well. And ultimately what it means is if you have 5 people on either the Pro Tandem or the tru-science, your product ends up virtually free every month. So it's a fantastic system. And we just want to reward our customers, you know, for spreading the word, because people do. People love the product. They love the skincare. They tell their mates. They tell their family. And the family come in and they buy it, and we can reward them for doing that. So it's awesome. As a distributor, how do you start? Well, it's super easy. We have different packs, silver, gold, and a platinum. The packs vary in price and value. The starting price is $412.50 and it goes up to $1,650. The platinum pack offers $1,000, in fact over $1,000 now in free value. And the packs include marketing materials, your own website, product and event tickets, and the ability to earn 100% of our compensation plan. So how do you get your money back? Simple again. You just bring in 3 friends that come in on the same pack as you, and you will earn your money back that quickly. Within the first month, we can do it. So that's how we start as a distributor. The last thing we look at is the system and the support. So sometimes people are sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, this all sounds amazing. I really want to do it, but I have no experience and I don't know that I can do this. Well, this is why we are so big in support in our system. So we offer extensive training, one-on-one coaching from the basics right up to the more complicated stuff. We meet you where you're at when you start, and we teach you along the way. And we have a very duplicatable system, so it's easy for you to teach other people. And we have a team website that's just for our team that teaches us the basics, right again up to the more complicated stuff. We give you scripts of what to say to people. We even show you what you can post on Facebook. We really do help you establish your business and learn what to do. And leadership training is our priority. So we're constantly looking for people who really want to make a difference in their life and who want to move up the ladder. And we just want to hold your hand and get you there and get more leaders trained up. So we love leaders. Our team values are strict though. We do love honesty, support, friendliness, and guidance. And they're just some of our values. So we are a nice bunch of people to work with. And oops, this didn't come out. But normally what I love to say, here we go, is that we see every person we meet with a sign around their neck that says, just love me. And so we want to help other people. So this goes beyond earning money. We all have a reason and a mission and a vision in our hearts, and we want to help people as much as we can. So guys, I'm going to stop it there because that's basically the end of what I would present. Of course, you know, you always go from there to saying, well, you're one of 3 people. You may be sitting there going, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing, but I do want to see the research. Or you may be sitting there thinking, I'm going to try that product. I love what I'm hearing. Or thirdly, you may think, I just want to jump into the business. I love that. So, you know, you always want to give people an option then and say to them, go back to the person that's invited you, or if it's your guest, of course, you want to disclose. So, for instance, I'll give you an idea. Today, Grace and Robin had a new lady here, and she's actually coming on a platinum pack, which is awesome. And, you know, the girls, it was quite funny because I'm in my office and they're in the lounge, and I sort of spoke to the girl for a bit and then came back to my office. And so I get a text from them and they say, how do we close her? So I'm like, just assume the sale. To say to her, so you love everything you're hearing. When are you going to start? Like, are you ready to get going now? And so I'm listening, and I hear Grace go, right, so let's just sign you up right now. And like, I don't like the sign up language. Like, you know, I like to say, let's get you started now. But it was so awesome to see. And I knew that in her tummy, she would have had the biggest butterflies saying that to this girl. But she did it. And it worked. The girl said, yeah, sure, let me just get my credit card. And there she did it. So always assume the sale. Never think they don't want to join. Because seriously, why wouldn't they want to join? Why not? You know, we got the best company. We got the best products as far as I'm concerned. And we've got great people to work with. So, guys, please ask questions. Is there anything that you, when it comes to the presentation or anything really, is there anything that you want to ask? Did that help you? Give you some clarity on what's important to present? Yep. Go. Let me unmute you, Bear. Yep. Go, Bear.
Okay. No, I'm just saying thanks very much. That was very informative. And we'll see you on Wednesday night.
Awesome. Thanks, Lovey. Thanks,
Okay.
Bear. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Go, Madge.
Charlotte, in the scenario where we would be presenting in our living room or to a group of people as we will be on Thursday night, would we still introduce what will welcome, show the ABC pill and use the slides that we have as well? How do we incorporate all of that?
Yeah, so generally, it's totally up to you what you want to do. But what I do know is that people, when they can look at something and they can listen, it tends to sink in a lot better. So whereas if you just talk, you're going to lose them a little bit. So I always love to have slides. So basically what I would do is the slides, which we've got it up in Team Heart. There is a slideshow for you to use, but I would normally change it and tweak it to make sure that the things I want to mention is on my slides so that it prompts me and I don't need to have notes or I don't need to feel nervous that I'm going to forget what to say, but that there's prompts on my slides. So always I use slides. The only time I don't is if I'm sitting one-on-one in a coffee shop. And on actually Friday morning, I've got a presentation with one of our new distributors, and we're doing it in a coffee shop. And she's going to have about 10 friends there. And I'm not going to have slides. So in that kind of scenario, I'm going to just keep it really loose, really casual, and do more kind of story stuff than facts about the product and the company. So you always got to be aware of your audience, got to be aware of the setting that you're in, and then just adapt it. But certainly people do take much more notice when there's slides and when you're talking about what they can see as well. It's just a double whammy. So ABC, again, Madge, it's up to you. What I would do is I would send them the video and ask them to watch it beforehand. Generally, people do. If they know it's only a 10-minute video and they know they've committed to come, they would. What other people do is when everybody's there, they make sure they all sat down like 15 minutes before the presentation starts and they show the video then, which is also great to do because then it's fresh in their mind. They've just seen it. But I guess what I would do then is I wouldn't present as long. So I try and cut my presentation a little bit because, statistics shows that most people can focus for about 20 minutes and then you start losing them. So I would maybe then adapt my presentation a little bit so that there's not as much about the product or, yeah. So, and
all right, Angie and I'll have a little bit of a brainwave, a bit of a chat.
Yeah.
How we're going to do, I think, Angie?
Yeah.
Sure, Madge.
So, okay. What am I doing for you guys? Am I just doing a welcome? I can't remember now.
We haven't decided yet.
Okay, let me know. That's cool. Let me know.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we want to welcome G back. I don't know if you've seen she's on here. G, we're so happy to have you back. I know, isn't it awesome? It's so nice to see her back there. It was like a big part of our furniture was gone.
It's really nice being back, seeing everyone's faces.
Awesome. Yes. Did you want to share a bit, G, about how you're feeling and
Well, I've got my mother arriving tomorrow from Ireland, so I'm really excited, but got my mother as well. So if anyone knows Irish mothers, they're they kind of smother you a bit, but no, it's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing my mum. So I've just got her for 4 days because she's in Melbourne at the moment. And just thank you everyone. It just shows when you have this type of industry that when something does happen, I was able to pull back just because I've probably just been doing a bit too much with my other businesses and my husband's business and things like that. But it's been so nice seeing you all come together and help each other. And, it didn't matter if it was cross line, up line, square line, whatever line. People were just helping everybody. And it's nice, but then it's kind of like, oh, you're actually not really that much missed, which is what we all want, is that you come in and come out and still know that everyone's still getting the same love and support. So, I'm glad to be back on board though again and see all your lovely faces. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Any other questions, guys, or comments?
Charlotte, I've got a question in relation to the customer referral program.
Sure.
I thought it was if you had 4 customers, you would get your product for free, not 5.
It's 25% of the points, not the dollar value. Okay, so that's often where people get it wrong. So this is in our whole compensation plan, if it's 30% or the 40% or the 25% for customers, it's based on the point value, not the dollar value. So if you look at 25% of 40, it's $10. So you'd need to have 5 customers on ProTandem to get there. Yeah, so I'm glad you asked, because often we do think it's more. Say again?
Yeah. But maybe you need 6 then.
So to cover your to cover the postage and all that, you probably would need 6, but if you have 5, you just about pay for your whole product. So so I mean it's just be aware that, and guys, what I do know is that Global, they're going to announce a very new, amazing, from what I hear, new customer referral program. So I don't know what it entails. We're going to find out. But for now, just it's the 25% on the point value.
The points, right. Thanks, Charlotte.
Guys, one more thing I forgot to put in the announcements is that, Sally, I'll let you go now, is that it's the end of daylight savings on Sunday. So we're back to normal time next week. Yeah. Sally, I'll unmute you, lovey. You can go. Guys, any of you that haven't met Sally yet, this is the amazing Sally. She is an optometrist. She's brand new with us. She's probably one of our newest distributors. So welcome, Sally, on behalf of the whole team. But you can ask the question. Go, lovey.
Thank you. I see a lot of children with learning difficulties. Do you have any papers or any evidence that I can show to parents on the use of, and I've just actually been Googling it here as I sit here. There have been a couple of posts on autism, but for both for kids on the spectrum and also with dyslexia type learning difficulties, is there, yes, I get that reducing oxidative stress helps, but what parents want is evidence.
Yeah.
Do you have any evidence?
Well, unfortunately, we can't test it on children that have those disabilities. And that would be the only way you're going to get solid evidence. So what we do have is we have the My LifeVantage Facebook group, which has 10,000 plus customers in it. And if you went in there on the left-hand side, you can actually search. And if you put in autism, whatever the condition is, you'll find, I've seen hundreds of posts of parents saying that their kids have improved. In fact, one of our team members is a teacher. I'm at a private school here, and she had a kid that's got autism, and within 2 weeks, the mum got called in for 2 weeks of him being on ProTandem. The mum got called in by his teacher and said, we want to know what you've done to this child because he's a different child. So it really does help a lot. And
Okay, that's great. Are you recommending starting off on half a tablet for kids?
So between the ages of 4 and 12, definitely half a tablet. But we believe from the age 12, they can be on a full tablet. I would still probably for a 12-year-old give them a half for the first month and then put it up to 1.
To start
but
with.
yes, the thing to remember always is that it's natural. It's 5 herbs. That's all it is, 5 herbs put together. So it's not like we're giving the kid any kind of a drug, or it's just a bunch of herbs put together. That's like a miracle product. But yeah, always take caution and just give them half maybe first. I've seen videos on YouTube. I know they don't mean a lot, but videos on YouTube where parents have put videos up of their kids with autism and what they've seen happen to them. It's pretty amazing. So I'll send you a few of those. You can have a look at them. Sue, did you have a question? Sue? No? Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to stop it at that. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And have an awesome last 4 days of March. Make sure, guys, that you do those month-end procedures, and shout if you need any help. Sending you lots of love from a still very hot Sunshine Coast. It's almost April and it's still boiling here. But yeah, sending you lots of love, and we will hopefully see you guys, a lot of you, at Global quite soon. So see you next week in any way, but have an awesome week. Sending you lots of love. Bye. See you guys.